She has the skill to move financial mountains.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
Confidence to lead finance in Nigeria.
He's ready to become a finance leader.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
Okay, it's so I'm happy. I'm particularly delighted to be on today's episode. Today is the 8th day of May 2025. Tosin, we tend to be sharing different location right now, but of course we've been at the ACWA, which is the African Congress of Accountants, happening live at Kigali. And the person that we are hosting today, our guest for today, has also spoken remarkably at the conference. And Tosin wants to say, welcome to everyone to ICAN-ngr today, 8th May 2025. We're very happy to have you on the program today, where we'll be talking about upholding ICAN's legacy, the special edition with the Diamond President. Tosin, can you beat that?
Of course not. Of course not. And that's why it is a special episode where we are hosting the 60th, of course, the Diamond ICAN President, Chief Davidson Chizoke Stephen Alaribe, FCA. We call him the Chief Storyteller and also the Grand Chairman of Microphone Handlers Association of Nigeria. Can you also beat that?
He's our senior on this matter. So we take cognizance of that and we respect our seniors. We're so happy to have the Diamond President on the program today.
Exactly. Also, so let's quickly go and run some commercials. We've been talking to our people, our professional colleagues, our members. ICAN-ngr is your program. Bring your goods, bring your services. Let's advertise for you at affordable rates. And then you can always be pushing this program forward. I'm Tosin Akinwumi, FCA, and I'm here with my twin ICAN damsel.
My name is Fumi Olani, and I'm so happy to be with you. We'll go on a break and we'll be right back after the break.
Don't go away.
Succeed.
She has the skill to move financial mountains.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
Confidence to lead finance in Nigeria.
He's ready to become a finance leader.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
Welcome back. So see, we're back in the studio and we can't wait to unleash our Diamond President, the 60th president of our Noble Institutes.
Exactly, just like we said, we are having a special episode with the 60th ICAN president, of course, that we know as the Diamond President, who recently, just a few days ago, celebrated his Diamond Jubilee.
Yeah.
And once again, we say, happy birthday, Mr. President. It is an honor and a privilege to also celebrate you on ICAN-ngr today. Over 60,000 members of ICAN are actually celebrating with you. And once again, you are welcome to ICAN-ngr, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Tosin. Thank you very much, my sister Fumi. I'm very pleased to be here.
Happy birthday to you again, sir. We truly appreciate you and love everything that you do for the Institute.
Thank you very much.
Tosin, I think he's a famous person. I don't know how much you need to tell people about our Noble presidents and our Diamond presidents. You know, there are some things that we can connect with our presidents. When you talk about certain things, people just know who you're talking about, right? Or you want to go with the profile?
Okay, well, profile. This is the number one accountant in Nigeria. So why do you want to start reading profile of the number one man in ICAN again? But like you just said, there are some phrases the president is used to. So once a year, the president once said, "Aye wa loki." Then what are you talking about? You are talking about the
I love the way you said it with his intonation. Aye wa loki.
Aye wa loki.
You know, it's the same president that will say to have a first class, you must be in a class.
Certainly, you must be in a class. He will also tell you that it's no romance without finance.
Oh my God. Tosi, has he
And
ever
Mr.
told you that?
President,
Has he ever told you play in the big leagues and your name should be on FIFA websites?
of course, of course, of course. Those are Mr. President's way. And he also said that the work that you and I are currently doing, working for ICAN, is an affirmative work and that we are not getting paid.
And Tosi, there's another thing that I can familiarize myself with him when he says, in life, there are some assignments that you cannot assign.
I totally agree with him on that. And whenever he says that, he follows it up with a proverb, with a story. I'm sure you remember of a story of a married couple. Don't let me go there for today. We don't have much time. And then from me, the last one from me on his lines is that there is happiness in madness. Only the madman knows. For me, can you think of that?
No.
Of course, with
It's
that, we
really
welcome
from,
you, Mr.
it's really
President.
from our president. But Tosi, I must say this one, this last one. He said, you must be mad at your youth. What's that?
That's another one. It's good vibe again from Mr. President. Of course, once again, we want to welcome you to ICAN-ngr Special Edition, Upholding ICAN's Legacies Special Edition with the Diamond President. So, Mr. President, we know you are gradually winding up your tenure as the Diamond President. Hence, we need to talk, and then you have to also talk to your members as an institute. So let me go this way. As the assistant president of ICAN, what were your top priorities when you assumed office? And what would you consider as your most impactful achievements during your tenure?
Thank you very much, Tosin. Thank you very much once again, my sister Fumi. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Loud and clear, sir.
Thank you very much. My top priority was to bring ICAN members closer to the Institute. There are so many members, they only attend conferences, they don't belong to any DC societies. Even if they have anything to do with ICAN, they don't even know the process and whom to contact. Also, to work harmoniously with my council members, being my very first constituency, work harmoniously with the secretariat, ably led by the registrar chief executive, and also to bring to council the idea of ensuring that our staff are well paid, they are well taken care of. That is in terms of staff welfare. Also, some of my thoughts was to encourage staff to develop communication and administrative skills. When you go to ICAN now, they will tell you that the president said he will make them administrators. They are very great workers. They are hard workers, but I told them that most of the things they do are managerial works, that they have to cap it up with administration. An administrator will follow through. Administrators believe in realistic standards, while managers believe in idealism. Manager will say, I have sent a mail, and that is the end. But an administrator will make a call, have you received our mail? Or he will send a message, a WhatsApp, to follow up the email he has sent. That's the difference between a manager and an administrator. Also, to ensure that, to capitalize on the fact, at the last presidential year, the IPP said we have to work closely with the body of past presidents. I make sure that we maintain constant communication and relationship with the body of past presidents because they are our founding fathers. Then also we say we will bring ICAN closer to everyone by creating so many district societies and chapters, and also visiting the elderly, which we did in some states, and also visiting some past presidents, past registrars, and visiting corporate organizations, continue to evangelize ICAN. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Talking about the most impactful achievement, you now look at the creation of district societies. Because I've been a district society man, I was chairman Lagos Mainland. I was also a district society chairman in CITN. I served on ICAN Mainland District Society for 16 years. I served for about 10 years before becoming chairman. Even when I left, I was still a member of the school, and I was a council member, and I was chairman, presidential visitation committee. So if they call a meeting, I'm chanced I attend. They say I'm still an EXCO member until I tutored and mentored the younger generation. So one of the key pillars of the thing we achieved is creation of district societies. When I came on board on 4th of June last year, we had 71 district societies. As at now, we have about 91. Then we have about five new chapters. That means we have brought ICAN very, very close. ICAN district, each Brenning KB and Guzo, they don't have, that is in Zamfara. Brenning KB and Yobe, they don't have district societies. But we have created, council has approved that district societies be created in every state of Nigeria. So Nigeria now has a district in each locality and in each state of the federation. Thank you.
Excellent. Good work, sir. From 71 to 91 districts and chapters still ongoing. Well done, Mr. President. A lot of our global audience also want to understand because, ICANN has a rich history spanning decades. What were the foundational legacies and some of the core values that guided the Institute's journey from inception to date?
As you are aware, Fumi and Tosin, ICAN was established by Act of Parliament number 15 of 1st September 1965. By 1st of September this year, ICAN will be 60 years. ICAN has a very, very robust policy. Before, we had only the president and vice president. But because the job has grown and it's an afamaco job, a job you cannot be paid for. So they created the first deputy and second deputy vice presidents, bringing the presidency to 4, plus the immediate past president. You now have 5 persons in the presidency. So ICAN also has a way of doing their things. So many committees. F&GPC, you have the council, you have the F&GPC, Finance and General Purposes, you have the ECC, Executive Committee of Council. So you have so many committees. ICAN runs through committees. Council members do not just go to meeting, they come to consider reports brought by committees. It's the committees that run ICAN. The only thing is that the meetings they have held, they will articulate their report and send it to the council, who will distill those reports. They will tweak some, others they will approve as recommended. So those things have made ICAN to move on without a rancor. And also our succession plan. You can see on 27th of March, the 61st president was elected. That is unprecedented in Nigeria. So many institutes do not have that kind of history. They don't have that kind of policy. We ensure that things are done normally and procedurally. ICAN follows due process and procedure. That's why we are still up, and that's why we are doing what we are doing now, especially also our exam process. The chairman of the exams with ICAN members who are committee members, they run the exam. The president doesn't know what they do. The vice president doesn't know. First deputy, second deputy. So you don't really know what they do. They only bring the results and tell you this has been done. They want council to, they'll come and brief the president and the executive committee. Then you take it to council. Council will approve and say this, that. Or they will disapprove some, refer some candidates who committed infractions to the students investigating committee. ICAN has a rich culture of policies. That is what is making ICAN to move on. In ICAN, even the president can go and leave. ICAN will continue to run. Exams run on a particular day, in a particular month, and a particular period. Our annual general meeting is already fixed. We know when to do that. The next president knows when he's coming in. He also knows when he will hand over. On 31st of May, my tenure will end, but I will hand over on the 4th. So from 31st of May, I will remove the chain. I will now go back to my family and attend to assignments that I could not attend to when I was so busy. So ICAN has a rich culture of policies and programs. That's what makes us tick. Thank you.
Interesting, Tosi. You know, when he was saying he's going to hand over his chain, I'm thinking of myself that I will definitely hand over. And the likes of Tosi is going to pick up a chain. So, as chairman, we're also handing over, and Tosi is going to
Yeah,
be a chairman also.
yes, Madam Fumi, it's good to do that. We have enjoyed it. It's better to be mad for a season so that the villagers will know that you were once mad. Even yourself, you go back home to your family and enjoy a post-madness. Thank you very much.
Wow, going back to your family to enjoy the post madness. You are talking about the chief storyteller, and of course, he won't come here without also making you enjoy some part of the happiness. You're welcome, Mr. President.
Thank you very
Maintaining
much.
excellence over decades in ICANN is no small feat. Many institutions come to see us, they see us from afar, and they actually envy the success and excellence spirit from ICANN. My question to you now is that what major hurdles have the Institute encountered in upholding its professional standards and credibility? What are the major hurdles that have been crossed?
Well, the issue is that of people, not when you hear in the newspaper, they say accountant embezzles 4 million. The people start looking at ICANN. We were somewhere yesterday. We were with the High Commissioner. He was talking about our disciplinary process, what we do to our members if they commit infractions. We told him that some of these things, when they hear an accountant commits fraud, accountant steals 1 billion, that these people are not ICANN members. There's a difference between an accountant and a chartered accountant. So the hurdle is how to distinguish between quacks and the real accountants, though the society knows who is a chartered accountant. But like the press, they will just tell you, sensational journalism, they will tell you accountants commit fraud. And also another hurdle is the proliferation of quack bodies. These people will continue to parade themselves. About 2 years ago, I was in one state. Somebody told me that an association came to give him fellowship. What is it? He says Institute of Cost and Management Accountants of Nigeria. I said, where are they operating? He said they're operating very, very well in that state. They go to the ministries and give people certificates, some associate, some fellow. That's what they are using, Institute of Cost and Management Accountants of Nigeria. I asked them which act established that. The man said he doesn't know about an act, but they say he's a member of that institute. And with it, he was promoted to a director then. So our major problem is that there are so many quacks. Because of mad people, you don't know the real, because of mechanics, you can't know the real mad people. So because all of them will wear clothes that you cannot distinguish. So that is our issue, my dear. So, and because of people who fake miracles, you cannot also distinguish between real pastors and fake pastors. That's the problem we have, Tosin and my sister, Fumi.
So say I need to have a book where I'll record all these adages because these things drive home the real points. And thank you, Mr. President, for using humor to bring out the vital parts of this discussion. You know, like the theme of today's episode is talking about upholding ICAN's legacies. How can the next generation of chartered accountants, how can they leverage on the foundation that the past leadership has laid, and how can they focus on it and even become globally competitive, like you have just mentioned?
Thank you very much. The younger generation, that's why we do what is called catch them young. When we approach secondary schools and those who are in their first or second year in higher institutions, polytechnics, colleges of technology, universities, we teach them that it's better to be mad at your youth. The spirits that motivate the young ones will propel you to success. At my age, the spirits cannot move me. When they say go right, I will go left. So we're encouraging the young ones that life is not all about doing things that are so easy, but it should be robust. So you must be able to do things. Gold is not gotten on the surface. If you want gold, you have to dig. We also advise them that for you to attain heights, you have to come from the valley. I was with a group of students somewhere. I told them that if I tell you what you start digging from top to bottom, you won't want to do it. They say that detail us. I say, well, what people do from top to down is to dig a grave. And nobody wants to dig a grave. So if you want to come to the top, you come from the valley. And that is it. International Federation of Accountants, IFAC, conducted a research. And it was revealed that the younger generation don't want to go to school, talk less of writing a robust exam like ICAN. They ask them, what do you want to do? They say they want to be social media influencers. They want to play football. And in Nigeria, we also discovered that the younger generation want to be DJ. And so that's what gives them money quickly. So they don't want to do a robust exam. ICAN has made the exams so seamless and robust. During my time, when you fail one paper, you have failed all. I failed quantitative analysis in foundation. I failed all. I have to rewrite and pass. In PE1, I failed cost accounting. I have to write the 5 again. But this younger generation, they want everything on a platter of gold. Things don't happen like that. And they believe that if they see somebody riding a Mercedes-Benz, the next one should be their own. Aye waloke, there's space up. So you have to wait for your time, wait for your turn. Thank you, Bumi.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We are indeed enjoying those, your lines as you're actually bringing them in. That confirms you are the real owner. Okay, so earlier on you spoke about an hurdle in ICAN, and that I can take as more like a general hurdle that every president would face during their tenure. Now, I want to talk about specific challenges that you could have faced in your sojourn, in your tenure as ICAN president. So could you please share one or two specific challenges that your leadership particularly encountered as ICAN president, and how you successfully handled them and the lessons learned from that experience?
Well, the issue is that, presidency of ICAN is like a relay race. I've told you there are 5 people in presidency. One is an outgoing president. Then the other 4, they work as a team. You don't really have a presidential agenda. Every agenda you discuss with the presidency, you take it to council for approval. But like every organization, part of the major challenges is money. Money answers all things. There's no free lunch, even in Freetown. I've told you, you have also re-echoed that there's no romance without finance. A lady told us the other day, when I said so, she said the romance will not even happen if there's no finance. So she has been able to assert and approve what I said. So finance is also a major issue because ICAN has a lot to do. We look at students that we give scholarship, those who came first in the ASWA exams, the best qualifying male, the best qualifying female, the best overall candidate there. ICAN will give scholarship to write ICAN. All that requires money. An ICAN member who is doing a PhD program on accounting topic, if he informs the institute and he's assessed based on his school and every other thing, ICAN will give him a grant of 500,000. That has been known for the past 5 years. If you're a member of ICAN, you're a professor doing an inaugural lecture, you'll be giving 1 million naira to cover your inaugural expenses. That has been known for the past 10 years. So ICAN does so many other things and will require money. If you key into a commissioned research, ICAN will give you 2.5 million naira. Our members who are old, the aged, ICAN support in their medical bills, provided the bill is from a recognized hospital. And for those whose sickness has aggravated, ICAN gives a maximum of 4 million naira per person. I think that's per year. Other years, they will also try and do one thing or the other. Even ICAN members who are financially distressed and they approach the institute, ICAN gives one thing or the other. We are here on a journey on earth. When we are called back by our master and our creator, if an associate member dies, ICAN will give his family 1.5 million naira on condition that he was paying subscription as at the time of his death. Because I told you that to get first class, you must be in a class. If the person is a fellow and he has paid subscription up to that point of death, ICAN will give his family 2 million naira. ICAN does so many things, and we have student special project. Last week, we signed student special project MOU with the government of Jigawa State. The deputy governor represented the governor, who is an ICAN member and an ambassador of ICAN, an awardee, a merit awardee. So he had to go leave for Abuja for an emergency meeting, and the deputy governor and the state executive council received us, and we signed that agreement. ICAN will part fund it 50%. ICAN will part fund 50%. Then the Jigawa state government will pay the other 50. So we have that in Kano, Kaduna, Gombe. We have in Akwa Ibom. We have in Cross River, I think. Then there are other states we have. Then Bayelsa was the one that started it. So the major issue we have had is that of finance. Also, our subscriptions are so low. Associate members pay 17,500 naira. That is about nine pounds. And that cannot buy anything. But we look at the situation in the country and say, how do we increase our subscriptions? When we were in England and Wales in March, they told us that an associate member pays 450 pounds. That's not easy to get in London. Associates fellows pay 750 pounds. So the major issue has been that of finance. Also, we are trying to reach our members. We continue to reach our members to ensure that they key into the project of ICAN, because so many members, when they pass after their induction, they don't want to come back. So we have to reach our members. But all those things were being handled by the presidency and ICAN itself. ICAN secretariat. It's not really a one-man show. It's not like you're a governor, say, this is my program, this is my project. Even at that, a party manifesto. So the president of ICAN is a leader, is a team lead. So carrying all his people along. So, and the challenges we encounter is that normal with every other business. And God has given us grace. He has given us wisdom to continue to navigate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. And if you're just joining us, it's still ICAN on Air. We are here with the 60th president of our Noble Institutes, Chief Davidson Alaribe, the chief storyteller. I must always say that. And we're discussing Upholding ICAN's Legacy. It's a special edition, and we're trying to talk about his tenure as the president and what else after now. I want to recognize some of our members that have sent comments here. A lot of interesting comments about you, sir. Fagbola Temitokwadini says, may God bless all of us singly and collectively in this Afamako work we are doing to make ICAN a true global brand by all standard. Mr. President, well done, sir, on behalf of all of us. And Abubakar Ismail says, best wishes to our Diamond President and good evening, my professional colleagues, is reaching us from Yobe State. I also see Fagbola Temitok where he wanted to attest to what you have said. He said, you made it happen for us in Oluyole and District Society as the very first district society to be created under your presidential watch. Thanks for giving us the wing to fly. Indeed, Ayewa Loke. And I see Abdulatif Yunus from Abuja. Yusuf Adebisi Oluwase, he said, my president, they are hailing our president. And I see Olubode Oke, Mr. President, God bless your age. Fagbola is always sending so many messages. Then we see Nimota Modukpe. Good evening, everyone from Abuja. Happy birthday, happy Diamond birthday to our distinguished Diamond presidents. More wins, sir. He said gracefully. So many people have alluded to the great work that you're doing, sir, and we join words with them to say you have done a successful achievement. I would say that without blinking an eye, because I know there's some times when we do catch them young, I'll just send you clips and you'll be so excited. Yes, you know, it's like you're winning souls for the Institute, and we really appreciate everything that you're doing, Mr. President. So the other question that I particularly will have for you, sir, is, you know, there was a phenomenal growth in the number of districts and chapters during your presidential year. What was the wisdom behind it, and what does it portend for the Institute's future?
Well, I have been in ICAN Council. I joined ICAN Council on the 31st of May, 2012. That's a very long time. And I have been a district society man. So I realized that ICAN works through district societies, that ICAN will be better off if we have so many district societies, because so many people are districtless. They are districtless. They don't belong to any district society. And in 2017, Alhaji Zakari appointed me chairman of District Societies Task Force. We looked at how district societies will run effectively. We recommended to council that every state capital must have a district society, irrespective of the number of districts. That was what gave birth to Osun, Dutse, and others. But some other districts have had it. The 3 district societies that were inaugurated last week, Monday, the one in Yobe, Yobe and Guzo, and the one in Benin Kebbi, they were part of those district societies, but they were never inaugurated. It was approved, not this presidential year. They were approved in April, May 2018, when Alhaji Zakari was about leaving office. So it was the members now, the leaders from the north. They said, you chair the committee that got this approved. You have to inaugurate it. Even if you still have 1 day to go, come to inaugurate it. The 3 districts were inaugurated in Kano. So I now looked at it that if we have so many district societies, ICAN will get to the grassroots. We went to Ikom Ugoja to inaugurate a district, and we had to go to Calabar to see Itubom, our revered past president, Chief Anthony Ani. From Ikom Ugoja to Calabar took us 5.5 hours using an SUV with escort. How do you think that people will go from Calabar, from Ikom Ugoja to go and attend a meeting in Calabar? So you have to bring those district societies very close to them. And you see they are working. You can also, they said the number of financial members are increasing. People, their awareness. We went to, when we inaugurated Ikwere and Obiakpo district in Port Harcourt, we went to Uandu. About 43 members who are chartered accountants, very senior officers, registered. They say they don't belong to any district at all until the promoters of Obiakpo and Ikwere came to them. We're bringing ICAN very, very close to the populace. Now, to answer your question, those are one of the things I said I will leave as a legacy, bringing ICAN very, very close to the society. And by doing that, it has to be to create very more district societies. And by the special grace of God, we are doing that. And more district societies have been created last week by council. I told them the one I can do, fine. The ones I can't inaugurate, the next generation will continue. If you're a great hunter, what you do, you kill animals, you kill antelopes, take the younger hunters and train them so that they can kill more. Thank you, Madam Fumi, and my friend Tosin.
Thank you very much, my president. And we're also learning so that we can actually be a good hunter, just like your good self. It's been some time now, I think. Let's go and take some commercials. Then we can come back and continue on the show. Please send in your questions for Mr. President.
Succeed.
She has the skill to move financial mountains.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
To lead finance in Nigeria.
He's ready to become a finance leader.
So can you with ICAN and the CGMA designation.
You're welcome back from the break. It's ICAN on air, and we are with our 60th ICAN president, the Diamond President, the man that celebrated his 60th birthday last week. You're welcome, Chief Davidson Alaribe. You're welcome again to ICAN on air, sir.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much, Tosin.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Still moving on upholding ICAN's legacy. Mr. President, given the evolving nature of our profession, diverse base of ICAN's membership. What enduring platforms has the Institute put in place in order to ensure that ICAN will remain relevant in a dynamic world?
Yes, that is why we have our mandatory continuing professional education, the Professional Development Program, MCPD. We keep on training our members that you have just have your, if you've just had your ICAN, that is not the end, that's just the beginning. Even native doctors go for further training. If not, witches and wizards will make a mincemeat of them. So we encourage our members also to key into other areas. Creation of DC societies, attend DC societies so that you get more information. We have the era of IT. We encourage our members to imbibe IT skills. You must have soft skills, communication skills, leadership skills. So we encourage our members to move on from one end to the other, that you're a chartered accountant is not the end. Do things that will colorize and camouflage that your ICAN so that you can continue. That a soldier has AK-47 or a hunter has a double-barrel guns does not mean he will kill a lion. He has to develop skills on how to hunt a lion. So ICAN has created platforms like faculties where members should specialize. If you want to be a forensic accountant, we have a platform where you have to go and train. You want to be an insolvency practitioner, you go and do that. Taxation, there are over 7 platforms that we ask our members to go into. So members are being encouraged to move from one place to the other so that ICAN can continue to be on top. We also encourage them to join politics because we have intergovernmental relations committee. All our governors are our members. All our National Assembly members, including other big men, Federal Road Safety Commission Chief Executive, and other members, Senator Adeola and others, the Deputy Governor of Delta, commissioners, all our members who are in high offices, those who will consider as men and women of iron and steel, who are ICAN members in the public sector, they work in that organization. So we encourage our members to improve on what they have now, because he who has stopped learning is already dead, according to Henry Ford. So there are so many platforms we put in place to ensure that our members do not go rusty. If you're a player and you don't continue to play grade A matches, you become match rusty. When they're playing very relevant matches, you won't even be in the bench. They will only use you for training. So you keep on playing. That's why Osime continues to play matches. If he stops playing matches now, he becomes much rusty. So our members are encouraged to move from one area to the other. That will enable them to improve on whatever they are doing. See some oil companies, they use accountants as training manager, personnel manager, and others. But because you're a chartered accountant, to learn any other thing becomes easier. There are 2 professions, chartered accountants and others. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Interesting. Tosin, I need to have a book for all these great stories that drive home points. Mr. President, thank you very much for being here with us. My question, because I've been seeing a lot of adverts, so many things have been said about ICAN's annual dinner and awards that is coming up on Saturday, 17th May 2025. And it may likely be one of your valedictory events as the Diamond ICAN president. I think it's 18th, yes. Please, can you give us some insight on what to expect?
Well, it's not all that walk and walk and walk. It's not all about our pharmaco work. We need to gather, dance. We have to gather, eat, drink, and dance go to ease off stress. And an accountants, they always think. They're thinking how to balance one book or the other, how to look at their clients, paying them for those in practice. Villagers gather at the village square to watch the moon, not because they can't see moon from their compounds, but because it's good for kinsmen to meet once in a while so that they can know themselves, know family cultures and the others. So the dinner is being organized so that we can bring accountants together. We'll dance, you know me, I will dance go that day. We are bringing every other person. People like Sister Fumi and Tosin, they are the younger generation. You people will dance, but I'll still dance my own. In my village, they say a man with 2 legs cannot say he doesn't know how to dance. So if I don't have dancing styles, I'll be jumping up and down. So the award is the dinner is also organized so that we can honor some people, exceptional people who have done so well. Our members carrying the flag of ICAN, those who have attained heights as very senior members. We will also honor the younger generation, those who are mad at the youth. Then we also look at some non-members who have done so well. When a hunter comes back from the bush, the meat is shared amongst people, amongst his kinsmen, but people get various portions. Some people will get higher portions, like the wife will get the back of it. There's a portion given to a woman, so that's for his wife alone. His people from his mother's side, from the hunter, people from his mother's side will get the leg. That's how it's being shared, depending on what you have done. So we also have awards for other categories of individuals. We have for corporate organizations, but the award will not be more than 5, 6, or 7, so that we can't cheapen it. It's something we give to very few people, and something that is very, very valued. Is not gold is not everywhere. People are looking for gold because if there are gold in every street, the people will not value gold again. People will tell you, I have in my house. So the award and dinner, the dinner and award night is being organized so that we can also see our friends and relatives that we've not seen for a very long time. Members will see themselves, they will eat, they will wine, then they will dance, and then we'll sit ourselves together, and then the president will pass on a message as he has commenced his descent into the Idowu Taylor airport. Thank you, Madam Fumi.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We really appreciate your submissions. Still on the questions around personal values and ethics of the profession. What personal values guide your leadership within ICAN, and how would you like your presidency to be remembered in the context of ICAN's legacy?
Well, I tell them that we must follow due process. Let's do things well. I am not God. I don't want to compete with Jesus. It's only a madman that will jump into a moving train. So I won't say compare myself with Christ, no, or another religious leader. So let's do things and follow processes and procedure. Let me tell you, when I got into presidency, ICAN received a lot of letters from some organizations, government agencies, where they asked us to make nominations. I made those nominations, consulted the presidency, presented it to council. My name was not there. I don't need to put my name. God will nominate me at the appropriate time. So you have to do things and do them well. It's not that I don't want to go and start. Some people say, you should put yourself in this committee. You do this thing. This is your own time. I say, when it is time, God will nominate me. So those are the things we have to do. We ensure that procedures and processes are followed. When we populated the committees, I ensured that every district sends 3 nominations. And I also told them that every outgoing chairman, you can't do honeymoon twice with one woman. So you have done yours. So you have to leave and ask the next chairman to continue. So you can't be married and still say you're a bachelor. If you have served as a district chairman, you have to leave. So let the person, the incoming chairman, nominate. Some people made nominations. I said, no, that cannot stand. They have done their own honeymoon. Let them allow another person to do so. So I ensured that nominations were done based on who is coming in and new. There are people who are disqualified from serving in another committee, the district chairman, the vice chairman, and the secretary. We say, no, you can't serve in any other committee because the committees are not many, and we have over 66,000 members. 50% of them are the younger generation who want to serve in one committee or the other. So leave the space for others. Leave them so that they can also enjoy their own space. So part of the thing I say we must do is that we must follow a process. My registrar is here with me, hearing me. I say, if you want to do anything, let us do it so that we can defend it before God, not before man. These things have been done to the best of our knowledge. Even if we commit error, we have done our best. Not that we will, this is what we are supposed to do, then we'll go and do it wrongly. No.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you, sir. Little wonder you are called Mr. Due Process.
Yes, sir.
Put me over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I can say, based on your experience, sir, what are the key recommendations that you give both the institute and the incoming president so that they can sustain and also enhance this integrity, accuracy, and other ICAN's impactful things that you have started?
Well, to the institute, a generality of the members, let's continue to have faith in the institute. Any child who points at the father's compound with left hand, they say they should go and recover the bride price paid on his mother. So any member of the institute should hold the institute in very high standard. It's not only to criticize. If you're a native doctor and you identify witches and wizards in a village, tell us how to deal with them. Some members will tell you, ICAN should have done it. Put it in writing. Let's see how it goes. But people only tell you, no, we are now telling you. Put it in writing so that we can articulate it. Some people have said, come to my office so that we can discuss it. So ICAN members should have faith in the institute. It's not to say these people are doing this, these are doing that. Then what do you want us to do? Let's have your opinion. There are people that have made suggestions and it had been carried. Before I became ICAN, I joined council. I used to write my suggestion on how to make ICAN great, part 1. I started with Mrs. Adegite. I stopped around Madame Onome because I became so busy. That was either part 10 or part 12. So I will make my suggestion. Chief Donyo Wolabi thanked me. He said the suggestion that I made, even though I was still in council, he said they were very, very good. So it's not you can't see everything. You can't know everything because you are not God. You are not the Almighty God. So the members should have faith in the institute. They should pay their subscriptions. We need to run with subscriptions. Like people have been echoing, no romance without finance. It can't be sustainable. It can't be long-lasting. So members should also attend membership functions. They should make suggestions to the institute so that we can move forward, not only to criticize. When you criticize, you make suggestions. So let's own the institute, own the activities of the institute. Back to my success, the person that will succeed me, fine. I've been working closely with him. 95% of decisions I take, I carry him along. The other 5% is for me as the commander-in-chief. So that is all. And there are very few things I don't feel I should bother him about. So I've been carrying him along, and I took a proposal to council that every outgoing president should give a handover note. Council has adopted that. And also told him that his investiture should not be done in a smaller place. Let us raise money from outside. In addition to what ICAN will add, let's go and dance go, 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 go. Not that there will be space constraint. I've told him and he agreed I will do that. Council also approved it. So every outgoing president should give handover note. Since I joined council on 31st of May, 2012, nobody said he gave a handover note to his successor. I say I will start it. I will do that. You are investiture. ICAN will give the normal budget, what we have been doing before. Then, in addition to what we generate outside, let's go to a spacious place. Members will come. We enjoy ourselves. I also told him, start your annual accountants conference committee early. That is started in January. Your committee, start it early so that by June, you will approve of it. I told him I will be there to support him, do so many things, and start doing them in time. A hunter who doesn't go to check his trap early in the morning, thieves would have stolen his meat. Even some animals would have eaten part of the meat. So I asked him to start early. so that things will fall in line. And I told him also that I'll be there for advice. Though I told him I may not be playing full time because a retiring footballer does not play full time. So if I go for council meeting, immediately after lunch, I have to go home because there are assignments that I couldn't assign, which I had deferred. I had to go and do them. Thank you very much, Tosin and Fumi.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Those are very loaded words and adages. Thank you so very much. So, in closing, because our time is fast spent, I could see so many lovely messages by our members hailing the Diamond President for a job well done, even as he's winding down on his tenure. In closing, my president, as a chief storyteller, and of course, the grand chairman of the Microphone Handlers Association. In the course of this program, you've given so many jokes, so many words of wisdom and all that. But now I want to request that you also now give us some words of further words of wisdom and then light jokes for us to close this session.
Okay, Tosin and my sister Fumi. So, but one of the things, the achievements, before I tell the story in a minute or two, part of the things, the achievement was the Akintola Williams Memorial Lecture, where we had the shakers and movers, people like Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. When we wrote to Chief Obasanjo, he said they should ask me to come. Why should I write and not come? We went to him. He said, Mr. President, you are welcome. You wrote to me, you didn't want to come. I said, His Excellency, we will write the letter so that we can attract your attention, because we've been trying to do that. They've not called us. We say, okay, we have to write. It's okay. I've accepted your apology and your explanation, but don't let your head swell up because you are Mr. President. Your own president is a small p, not capital P. I say, sir, but once a president, you're a president. He said, I like you. You have answered very well. So the Akintola Williams lecture, Chief Obasanjo attended, Chief Emeka Anyoko, Senator Bikula Amusu, Fatai Folarin of Deloitte. So many people came. There are Caribou, there are Lara of so many people. The shakers and the movers. We have Professor Jega. Everyone came, and I called so many people. When they said they were trying to reach some people, I said, give me the number. I called Reverend Father Matthew Kuka. He didn't pick. I said, sir, I would like to speak with you. My name is so and so. I'm ICAN president. In 60 seconds, he called back. So I enjoyed those these things because it was a great distance. Nobody I sent a message to, he didn't call. Even now, if I send a message to anybody on WhatsApp, I say I'm ICAN president, they will call. So that's why I'm saying it's better to be mad for a season. So the villagers will know that you are mad. Then you too will know that you are mad and retire to your family for post-madness exercises. So, Tosin, it has been very good and very great to do these things. But in the course of this program, Tosin, you told me that it is your pleasure to welcome me. I said, Tosin doesn't know how to use words. So I know he attended grammar school, even when I attended night school. The word pleasure can put a man into trouble. A man, a finance director, his secretary married and relocated abroad with the husband. So the man wrote to HR to give him another secretary. An interview was conducted and another secretary was chosen. So the day the lady went to collect her appointment letter, they say, the man you work with is there. Go to that department and familiarize yourself. So that when you resume, you don't need to come to reception, you just go straight to that place. When she got to the department, she met some people and said, I'm the person that will resume as secretary to the chief finance officer, finance director. It's okay, the man is there. Why not go and greet him? She knocked on the door. The man said, come in. He said, okay, young lady, come in. What can I do for you? He said, okay, I'm the secretary that work with you. He said, okay. Have you received the appointment letter? She said, yes. Are you comfortable? Are you satisfied with your emolument, with your salary? She said, yes. The man said, okay. Are you resuming now? The lady said, no. Let me go and give my current employers 1 month notice. The man said, that is fine. It will be my pleasure to work with you. The lady came back, said, excuse me, sir. If your pleasure is involved, you have to increase my salary. So that is using the word pleasure, you have to increase someone's salary. So that is one thing. As a parting one now, I will tell the youths, maybe what happened for those of them who have just finished their youth service. They said I don't tell stories about the youths. I said, we do that also. Something happened at NYAC camp. A young man, about 3 months to their completion of their program, met one lady. He admired the lady, said he would like to marry her, but he didn't know how to tell her. Each time he sees a lady, say, my sister, I would like to speak with you. The lady said, with all pleasure, let's talk. The guy will say, I'm in a hurry now. I'm rushing for one program or the other. The lady says, okay. About a week before the passing out parade, the lady now said, you say you are going to tell me something. Come and tell me now. The guy said he's busy. The lady said, is it when I had gone that you would tell me? He said, I'm going to load my phone and call you. You come outside, we talk. The lady said, you are seeing me now. You can't talk to me. Is it on phone? You want to talk to me? What course did you read? The guy said he studied accounting, BSc accounting 2-1. The lady said she read business admin. But with what you are doing, did they teach you cost reduction and cost control? The guy said yes. He said, why would you control your cost now? Instead of loading a phone and talking to me, why not talk to me for free now? Come and talk to me now. The lady dragged the man to a quiet corner. Said, talk to me now. The guy looked at him and said, I want to toast you. The lady said, is that what you've been finding how to tell me for over 6 months? The guy now turned it into a quarrel. Say, whether you agree or not, I have toasted you.
Oh my God, what a marble. Interesting. Oh, wow. That's our 60th president, the Diamond president of our Noble Institute. At this juncture, we'd like to say thank you very much, Chief Davidson Alaribe, for giving us the opportunity to talk to you. You are very busy. We are aware that you are even outside the country doing their pharmaco work. And we acknowledge that and we say thank you very much for everything that you have done for the Institute, representing us at every quarter. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you,
President.
Okay.
I also want to lend my voice to Fumis. Thank you so much for the work you have done. And we pray that as you go for what you call the post-madness, but I will call it, as you leave the seat of the presidency, we pray the Lord will be with you and will strengthen you in your personal endeavors. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate you, sir, for coming on the show today. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, and God bless you all. The team, Chief Dele and his team, God bless you all. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Fumi, can we quickly have the announcement on the show today?
Okay, Tosin, welcome back to Tosin and I. And we have a couple of announcements to read out to you. Are you using or preparing sustainability related information for your business or stakeholders? Take the Global SME Sustainability Survey launched by IFAC and the Edinburgh Group and help shape global best practices tailored for SMEs. It is available in 7 languages. The deadline is 30th of June 2025. You can check our social media platform for the survey link. Your input matters. So go ahead and check the link. So also, Tosi, should I go on the other announcement?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
All right. ICAN is granting members in practice a final grace period to renew their invalidated or untenured licenses before 31st March 2025. After this deadline, all unregularized licenses will be permanently nullified. No second chance for you. The May 2025 Diet Professional Examination registration is still on. Registration closes 16th May 2025. Be part of an unforgettable evening of the ICAN-ngr Annual Dinner and Awards 2025. It's a night of recognition, networking and celebration like no other. The ICAN Annual Awards spotlights the brilliance, commitment, and lasting influence of members and institutions shaping the future of the profession. The date is Saturday, 17th May 2025, and this venue is the Monarch Event Center, Lekki, and the time for red carpet is 5 p.m., while the dinner is served at 6 p.m. So get your ticket now. And the final one is job for the next ICAN Entrepreneurship Development Center hybrid training program. The date is from the 23rd of June to 27th June 2027, and physical attendance attract a fee of 40,000 naira, while the virtual attendance attract 30,000 naira. The three models involved are the professional models, we have the fintech model, and we have the production model. The last but not the least is the investiture of our incoming president, the 61st president of our Noble Institute, in person of Malam Aruna Mayahaya MNI FCA, the president-elect. The date is Tuesday, 3rd of June 2025. So save the dates. We can't wait, right?
Exactly. For me, if there is one thing I have taken in terms of upholding the ICAN legacy from Mr. President is to follow the due process.
Yes.
Follow the due process. So I think all ICAN members should strive and learn this from the Diamond President in following the due process. And that is the show for today. We want to thank you for being part of this special edition. Till we'll come your way in the next 2 weeks with another good topic and a lovely guest. We say stay safe and stay sound. I remain Tosin Akinwumi, FCA, saying thank you for watching and enjoy your evening.
And I remain Fumi Olani. Thank you very much for joining the program today. And thanks to all the people behind the scenes. Thank you for making this program a wonderful one. Have yourself a good evening.